Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today it's day 9 of all my videos coming out. So today we are actually talking about big books I want to get to. So big books is over 500 pages and basically these are ones that I want to get to, but that might change. I don't know, but these are the ones that I'm thinking about when I'm thinking like big books that I want to get to, some that I kind of should and have to get to. So let's just talk about them. So the first one is Oathbringer, and this one is book 3 in the Stormlight Archives. So it's large, it's like 1200 pages, so it's very long. I think it's one of the longest books that I have physically on my shelf. But it's not the longest one that I have on my Goodreads TBR, but it is the largest one that I own physically. So I don't know if yeah, it's difficult to explain. I have read the first 2 books really, or I am reading the second book now, really enjoy them. So I definitely can't wait to continue on. The next one is Elantris. And this is the first book in the Cosmere universe, which also the Stormlight Archives are a part of. So I have figured out that since they are kind of in the same universe, people say that they will eventually connect. So I have decided that I kind of want to start like at the beginning with Elantris and then just work my way through the whole thing and see how it goes. So I don't know what this book is about either, but I really love Brandon Sanderson's writing, so I kind of want to start at the beginning and see kind of, yeah, everything and see if it even connects. And then when I get to kind of the Stormlight Archives again, I want to read the first 2 books. So yeah. And then we have The Savior's Champion, and this is a book I have been thinking of like reading for ages. I think like almost since it came out, but I just haven't gotten to it. And there is a second book, isn't there? I think there is, but I haven't read this one. It's long, but I really do want to get to this book. So hopefully 2021 is the year. And then we have The Rage of Dragons, and I was supposed to read this in, I don't know if it was September or October, but I didn't get to it. And I kind of figured out that people have been like talking really well about this book. A lot of people really like this book, and I know the second book just came out, or just, yeah. Let's call it just, because it came out in November, November I think. So I will definitely read the first one and see how I like it. The next one is The Eye of the World, which is the first in the Wheel of Time series, and I know that some people love it, some people don't. So I want to see how I like this, and yeah, I think that I might like this because a lot of people say that the author writes not too far off from Brandon Sanderson, and if I am correct, like at the end of the series he died and Brandon Sanderson took over to finish this series. So the next one is Malice, and this one I was supposed to read a few months back as well, but I didn't, and I have heard a lot of good things about this. This book is also long, so yeah, this one I have to rather get on Kindle or as a physical book, because I know that there is, in Norway, there is no audiobook for this at all. So that's a little bummer, but definitely. So if you see, I can't give synopsis because I like to go into my books very blank, because I feel like there is like two things. One, I get too much information and it's kind of spoiled for kind of the books, or two, it kind of explains and changes kind of what the book is about. So the next is The Name of the Wind, and I have been planning on reading this forever. So yeah, I hope that I will be able to get to this pretty soon and see how I like it. I mean, I have a lot of fantasies on here, just because they are large and there is a lot I'm interested in to see how I like. Next is The Bronze Horseman. This is a historical fiction. I do own the books. They are on the shelf back here somewhere. And they are huge, so I have been putting them off for ever. And I need to read this. I have the whole trilogy. And I haven't read it, and I think that in the beginning I was afraid of how large they were, and I hadn't read historical fiction before. I think that is the reason why I put this off. The next one is The Rig. I also own this, and I actually picked it up because of the cover, and it just sounded really cool, and I picked it up. Haven't read it yet, and yeah. So this is a book I need to read, so I hope I can do that in 2021. The next one is The Final Empire. This is the first book in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I want to read this too. People say that this is really good, and it is book 2 in the Cosmere universe, if I'm not wrong. So after I have read Elantris, I will read Mistborn, or The Final Empire, and I can't wait. And yeah, I am super like pumped to read the whole thing, even though the books are huge. But I mean, if I like a book, I will fly through it. Then we have Skyward. I started this and I am over halfway through, and that's been months and I don't remember anything. So in 2021 I am going to finish this book. So that is sad. This is also, yeah, I have a lot of Brandon Sanderson in here, haven't I? But I think that he might be one of my favorite authors, because I have only read 2 books by him, but so far, or 1.5, not even that. But so far I have been really liking them. And the last one is Kings of the Wild, and I had this one on a TBR a while back, and I didn't read it. I own it physically, and I need to get to it. I have been wanting to get to it, and I should get to it since it's on my shelf. So yeah, that was actually all the books that I am hoping to get to, like the big books. This, I mean, I might not always choose a book from here if I get like a big book, which I think is like in my game. It's called longest book or something. But yeah, you will see that when that time comes. So that is in a few days you will see my game, which I'm super pumped for to start. That was it for today, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye!